At this point, I'm so confused. I am in the midst of mystification. I am failing to understand what's going on in Chicago. Are the leaders and the government of Chicago intentional about fighting crime? Or are they intentional about fighting those who want to fight crime? Because what's happening there is completely insidious. It's goofy as hell. Because now President Trump has deployed the ICE agents to go there and try to defuse the situation and hopefully reduce crime. But now the Chicago law enforcement are completely against what the ICE agents are doing there. Instead of working with them as a team to defuse the situation, to end crime, they choose to work against them and not comply. Like, what the hell is going on in Chicago and its mayor? Because it seems like they don't have an idea of how critical the situation is in Chicago. Because instead of working with Trump, they choose to work against him. And what President Trump is trying to do, it's simply offering help. It's simply offering a hand, judging from the fact that, the crimes in Chicago are drastically increasing and things are getting out of hand. But now the leadership there don't see it that way. They really don't see it that way. And I think that this is a political beef that is going on between Trump and the leadership in Chicago. It's a political beef, and even though that's the case, but people's lives are on stake here. People are living in fear. Innocent people are dying on a constant basis from the shootings that are constantly taking place there. But now all of that doesn't mean anything as long as President Trump is involved. So essentially, fighting President Trump is more important than fighting against crime because it seems like it. And in addition to that, I think that another possible reason why they are constantly ganging up on Trump is because he's sexually exposing the fact that they are failing to do their job. So is the guilt that is making them act in that kind of way. So that is why they are, antagonized, that, you know, the way like we are failing to do our jobs. So even President Trump is trying to get involved to help us do our job. And I don't know how long is this absurdity will keep on going because now the city of Chicago, it's in misery. They're constantly living in mediocrity and they're pleading for their help. They're pleading for the government's help. They're pleading for the mayor's help. They don't need ego. They don't need pride coming from the government and the mayor, but they need help. So, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Cheers.